Hello there, people. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yo, Steven and Olympus, straight out the gate here. Hello, boys. What's up, dudes? I don't really know if I have anything planned. I just felt like streaming again. So here we are. I was either contemplating on maybe going for a ride or, you know, Gray Zone Warfare. Again. Yippee! Can I get some really excited hands up in the air? Because Gray Zone... I don't even, like, I really don't care. This is a Gray Zone main channel, bro. That's what this place is, okay? Sorry. However, I am actually really interested in trying some Escape from Tarkov, because there's a good friend of mine that's got this really cool build of Escape from Tarkov I seriously fucking want to try so bad. So yeah, I might have to take that for a whirl because I really want to give that a go. You're down for a drive, you say? I'm thinking here to myself if I even want to do it. Street tuned car pack. I love the street tuned car pack, bro. That shit was so cool. I am also contemplating like continuing on the server work to try and see what it is that we can get going here, because I think we're slowly like figuring out what it is that's killing the servers now, because these servers are still doing fine and they're all doing the same thing now. So, but I also really want to play some Gray Zone Warfare. Oh my god. I should have made another video. Yeah, the safety rating plugin causing the issues. I think you're right. But it's just weird because I don't think I had the safety rating stuff on before. Or maybe I did. Oh well. Regardless, if it is the safety rating thing, we're going to have to figure it out. No, that's an assumption. We will not know for sure. We either go race on it and then keep testing it that way, or I boot up for some Gray Zone Warfare and then call it a day. You know? Is anybody watching Gray Zone Warfare right now on Twitch? I want to see if somebody's checking it out. There's a few online. It's a good chunk. Not a bunch of people, but it's cool. Cotton is playing. Huh.
Where is that friendly at? He is in that building. Oh, that might have been him, but those I was hearing.
That's so crazy. Crazy. That's so crazy. Man, that's so crazy. Oh, well. You know what? I think I'm going to go do a little bit of Gray Zone Warfare. Switch to Gray Zone Warfare. Ooh. Sweetness. What type of music are we going to be into today, my dudes? I got this weird ass shader problem again, where it lasts like 10 hours for it to be somewhat normal. It's weird. Which means I might have to restart and boot it back up and restart and boot it back up and then... I don't know why the game takes so long to load. It's never taken as long. Like, it takes so long now for some reason. I feel like I need to reinstall it. Maybe I should do that and just sit and chill with you guys for a bit. Maybe that's what this is, you know? Also, I think I might stay up and live here on the stream for quite some time tonight because I got work tomorrow night, so, and work the night after tomorrow night. I am super tired right now. If I super tired right now, but I know if I need to stick around for the long run tomorrow evening, I'm gonna have to stay up for a little bit here and now. So that's what we're doing. Do 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 do. Mm. Steven, you still around? Oh, Ian? Wait, you're just sitting in here. Yo, dude. Let me get you in. You gotta, I think, right click yourself and then accept the thing. If you can hear me, brother. Godzilla. Oh, he left. $5,000 shaders remaining. Oh my god. I'll wait for this. Steven, if you're still here, I was wondering if you'd like to play, my brothers. My brother, homie mans. Because then I'm going to boot up TeamSpeak. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Whoa. Ah, shit, I see. Everything's being so slow. What is going on? I don't know what it is with these fucking with this trouble, dude. Oh fuck. Yeah, say less, dude. Sounds good. Expensive PC, by the way. Probably all before you get the shaders on. Yeah, probably so. I'm still just waiting on these fucking shaders, dude. It's ridiculous. I genuinely do feel like I need to reinstall the game or something. Like it's catched something somewhere. That's gotten to a point where, you know what? I feel like. Plus, the game isn't really that big, is it? Let me actually just check real fast. How big is the game? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna reinstall it. Oh my god. I don't know. Where is my cursor? My cursor disappeared. My cursor's gone. What the fuck? Okay, here. Shut it down, please. Thank you, sir. Okay, yeah, no, I'm uninstalling this and then reinstalling it because something's up. Oh, it just hit $300. Look at that. All right. There, can I uninstall it, please? Wait. I should use this to uninstall it. Shouldn't I? What? Oh no, these are not. This is not all that. Don't worry. This is, I don't know why this is running, but I think it's just Revo like always booting itself up. This is brand new, by the way. I just recently installed this. It's like a proper installer. Discord, NVIDIA, TeamSpeak, Glorious, which don't do anything. This is for the like queue system I got. That's just, you know, StreamerBot. This is what I need for my Elgato key light. This is for the Stream Deck. That's OBS. Spotify, Drive, because like, yeah. This is my Adobe stuff. What is this? This is PowerToy shit where I'm like able to take screenshots and stuff like that. You know how that goes. This is also PowerToys. What are... Oh, PowerToys Awake Passive. So this is something that's required by each other. Then you got Windows Defender and then the fucking shit you don't really remove. Like, it's fine. It's no worries. So don't worry. It looks like a lot. It's really not. But for some reason... You know what? Sorry, Anthem. Oh, wait, no. Why am I doing that there? Sure. Why am I getting an encoding overload? Yeah, that's because you're Steven. It's not a lot. You're not streaming and doing all this. So, you know, you're a gamer. I do all this shit here. There's a massive difference. Like the all delete. Yep. It's like the all delete. Yep. Then we got, what else we got? We got shit like, yeah. What? Ugh. Is there really no other way for me to uninstall this rather than doing this? Damn, I guess so. That's kind of crazy. It's weird it's not listed here, though. That's weird to me. Oh, now it's here. Okay, weird. Yeah, it'll be done in a sec. All right.
Did somebody say gray zone warfare?
Bet your fucking ass I did. It'd be cool to play some GTA 2, actually, now that I think about it. I should have done that. No! What the fuck? Oh. I guess that's fine. Camera. Oh, I need to clean this thing up, dude. This is my favorite thing in the entire at my entire setup, dude. That's this thing right here. It'd be so cool to bring this somewhere at like some motorsport event and get like strangers with a really cool car to sign it. Like, you know, like a car meet. You know what I mean? Yo, can you sign this, bro? And they're like, why? And I'm like, just do it, please. And they're like, okay. Fuck, I'm nobody. That'd be so fun. Waiting on an AM. Oh, shit. I am actually so jealous. That's what I want to get for my PC. Because I'm finally on fucking AM5, dude. I've been on AM4 for like the past 10 years. Or some shit. I'm still so thankful for the computer, bros. Plus, if I get like a 9800 X3D or some shit, or even better, I had mine for a week and it shit itself. I remember you saying this, dude. Yeah, that shit was fucking weird as hell. Whoops. Start. What if I remove all these launch options? I should probably do that. Steven, do you have any launch options or no? Should I tighten these? I think I might have to tighten these soon. Got an email from the store that bought it from Cus Warranty, and they said it was a CPU issue. Got mine from a batch that had a bunch of faulty ones, apparently. Oh, no. That blows, dude. Motherboard arrives tomorrow, and no ET on the CPU yet. God damn it, as they say. All right, let's get this shit straight. Vertical FOV. Yep. It literally remembered all of my shit. That's cool. Yeah, remembered everything. All right. Damn. God damn. No. It's already running better, so. I'm going to let it finish its shaders. I think I'm also going to switch over to Element 1 here. But I'm excited for you, bro. That's going to be a good time. But yeah, I really want to play EFT in VR. That's probably going to be my favorite VR experience in existence, I believe. But because they're still perfecting it, and it's just getting better and better and better and better and better. But I want to be able to stream it, right? And not only be able to play it. Because currently, in the state that it's in, I can only play it. And I can barely play it because of the CPU that I have. It's and because of the way the game is built. So, hopefully, I can upgrade my computer at some point soon. And really have a good time, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oof. We're just waiting on shaders at this point. I just joined. Wait, didn't you get a new PC like 3? Oh, no, I did. Yeah. And you contributed too, Kovids. I did. No. Yeah, it's always been the plan that I wanted to fully upgrade my PC to something even crazier. So I want to switch out the CPU, for example. I think that's the only thing that I'll do because I don't really need to use the Expo shit. That's only if I'm not already using the full bandwidth of my motherboard. Or at least that's what I was told by this fucking super geek. Because, Steven, you're definitely super geek. I think this guy might know something we didn't at all. Because what he said is, like, Expo and XMP is really just a way for you to overclock your RAM. But if you're already using the full bandwidth, like, if you're already using all 4 slots, you don't really need to remove 2 just to use Expo. You know what I mean? So, if anything, it's good that you're using the full bandwidth. So, I was like, well, why the fuck would I then sell 2 of the 4 RAM sticks I got just to get, well, sell all 4 just to get 2 RAM sticks of the exact same speed, like exact same, yeah. So, you know, so here I am just like only contemplating upgrading my CPU. Yeah, to X3D. Yeah. Olympus, wait, you're saying the bumpers? You're just going to give me the bumpers? I would have loved that if I had a fucking IS. Wait, is that a LS or IS 500? For best experience, postpone deployment until compilation is finished. Copy that. LS 500. Is that a? I'm guessing that's the Lexus you've got. Do 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 do. Dude, it's going so slow with that shit. It is crazy. What the hell, man? I've been playing a lot of Arena lately. Haven't touched Greystone in a while. Well, COVIDs, you're about to have to do it. You're about to, what the hell? What the fuck? You're gonna want to very soon. Yeah. I bought spare parts back when I was still in Turkey. Didn't use most of them at all, apart from the suspension stuff I bought. Oh, I see. Okay. And you have the exact plan to upgrade to the new X? No. I mean, I have. You have the exact plan to upgrade to? Oh, you got the same plan. Like you're also planning to upgrade to the X3D? I'm still contemplating on which X3D I should get, to be honest, because oh, you know what you want to get the new X3D? Fuck yeah, dude. You guys want to see something fucking insane, dude? Watch this shit. So, do you guys remember what I purchased my what Oliver purchased my 4070 Ti Super for? What the fuck? This can't be fucking legal, dude. Look at this fucking thieving shit, dude. They're disgusting. Look at this shit. Almost, well, 11,000. I bought mine for 6,000. It's double the fucking price. This is literally my graphics card. Literally. Or is it? No, this is the one, yeah. Because I have the Super OC. It's so disgusting. It's like double the fucking price now. How fucking crazy is that? Ah, I see now. I might actually fucking sell my shit and then maybe get like a fucking 9070 XT or some shit. How much is that? Oh, okay. That's probably not a good idea. Plus, the encoding on these is not as great, so... Wait, why is that so cheap? That's their best card, right? Wait, yo, you got the fucking 7800 X3D? Yeah, you just want a future proof? That's very understandable. I see. Oh, really? Yeah, tough 5080. Oh, I hate that you're on a 5080. That sucks because it's not even better. It's just crazier. Yeah. So I know the 7900 XTX. I know they're definitely worth the price, but to me, the RAM, like the GDDR6 RAM in comparison to the GDDR6X, like the X, that type of RAM apparently just does so much extra shit for you that you really need, or something for like as like for encoding from an encoding aspect, and for like content creators like myself. So I don't know, because it's plenty of headroom, right? You got 24 fucking gigs, but the X RAM is just that much faster, so it's really difficult for me to. Oh god.
Whoop whoop, new League of Legends season, meow meow.
Horrible. Hey, Big Sub. Trust me, I wanted to get the so bad. Yeah, Pro Art Edition too. Oh man, yeah, fuck. Damn it. I still can't believe Oliver. He got me this shit, dude. What a fucking Chad. I missed the guy. I hope he's good. Shaders complete. It's my friend. No, he's not online just yet. You're in your best state of mind? Hell yeah, brother. Good, glad to hear it. I paid 400 euros more for not even 10% uplift and less power consumption. Huh. That's ridiculous. Where is ODK? I don't know. I think he's just busy with life. Maybe. I should probably text him and ask him what's going on. I miss him. We got to play some Minecraft soon or something. I'm definitely going to like try and play as much with ODK for the update for Greystone Warfare. Like as much as I can, dude. As much as I can. I have to. Yeah, we should fix the server. The Minecraft server, you mean? Yeah, for Minecraft? Yeah, you got to hop on some League. I'm good. I'm all right. No thanks. But no, I don't even appreciate the invitation. I'm good. Thanks. No. And apparently NVIDIA had enough bullying, and they're making the 5080 Super 24. Okay, that changes things. If they're doing that, yeah, that might actually be dope as fuck. I mean, they're going to have to do something and decrease the fucking prices somehow. I still can't believe they have the patent on the fucking encoding. I hate that so much, bro. Because if they didn't, and, you know, AMD could just do whatever the fuck they wanted, this world would have been peaceful and beautiful at the same time, you know? Yo, I still can't believe Fitzu's a level 50. That's so insane to me. I'm barely a level 40, dude. Level 41. I think, what level was... Where is he? I can't even find him right now. What the fuck? Wow, do I really have this many friends in this game already? What the fuck? I got 126 fucking friends on Greystone Warfare. Yeah, no, Big Sa, I am so good. You already have yours? Wait, what do you mean? Did you get a 5080 Super with the 24 gigs of RAM or no? What kind of spell? No, just the 5080. Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay, I see. But still, you might be able... The Supers don't exist yet? Ah, I see. But you might still be able to sell your 5080 and then put a little bit of extra money into the 5080 Super. Don't you think? Because that seems like it would be 100% worth the fucking... yes. The effort. Yeah. Oh, no. I don't know if that worked. Or do I need to shut down my game? Okay, no, I can cancel it. Okay, wait. Let me try one more time. Yes, it worked. Nice. Okay. Warfare. Okay. Oh, my fucking toe. Third grader, uplift in 10 over the last gen. I might, but if it's just more VRAM, I'm okay. Yeah, because like in your case, like you're not a content creator per se, are you? Like you don't like utilize the headroom the same way that I would probably do you? Not anymore? Oh shit. Wait, you make videos, don't you, Jordan? Like just for the hell of it? By the way, yo, boys, I never did this, but I should probably start doing it because I feel like you guys could really add a bunch of value to this. Wait, what is my frames doing? My frames are being really fucking shitty right now. Oh man, we got a whole ass night ahead of us. I gotta like rearm. I got a bunch of shit that I don't have just yet. One sec. Could just Dude, my game is being really weird. Yeah, like shit is not loading in for me, or like it's lagging. Like I'm dropping up and down in frames. Can you hear me, Wumble? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ah, fuck! It's doing that shit again. What the hell? One sec. Say something for me.
Testing. Hello.
Yep, that works. All right, sweet. Thank you. I used to make videos. Wait, really, Big? So you too? Oh, if I played Trucking Sim, I have, and I think I will be playing it. It'd be really fun to host a server on everyone at some point to do that shit. I used to make 5M videos, but right now I edit on the side for funnies. Oh, funsies. By the way, do you have your headphones connected to the PC or to an amp? Amp. I have it connected to my amp. And you ruined my hopes and dreams of editing videos. Wait, what? I did? Why? That's horrible. I'm sorry about that. What? No, no, dude. I'm sorry. No. Don't let that be the reason for, like, stopping you. I was, you know how shit I was to begin with? That's how you start, man. Yeah, that's a shit mindset. You can't just compare your non-existent skill to somebody that's been doing it for years. Like, what the fuck? That's not good. I haven't done anything in 5 months. You look at B shit and you tell yourself, I need that shit. I'm making that shit. Yeah. I think I got off one. I had the same headphones, a tiny bit, not that loud. I had this. Oh, weird. Did you also turn on the Axon, by the way, or no?
Yeah, got on.
Fuck yes, dude. Say less. Oh, shit. It is quiet tonight. Look at that. There's nobody here. Did we go Midnight Sapphire again?
I'm done.
Let's go Hotel 1. See if we can't catch some action. You down for that?
Sure.
Raven dispatched. Moving to base camp.
All stocked up on meds. All right, 18 seconds.
Raven on station and ready to pick you up. Get ready, we're moving out.
Wait. Is he good? That's true. No! Fuck! I booted up the wrong application. I really hope my computer doesn't fucking kill itself right now. Oh, that did fucking nothing. Wow. Okay, fair enough. That was cool that it just took that like a fucking man. What the fuck? That was sick. Oh well, here we go. Let me see here. You haven't done anything in 5 months. I started my depression league grind. Oh. Alright guys, let's get that death counter going. B's rusty. No, I actually did okay. I feel like I've only died to like really stupid shit. like things I can imagine you're not really supposed to die of. For the most part. We got. What playlist should we be listening to, boys? What are you guys feeling? I can't believe this song just came on. That's perfect, dude.
We're getting close. 1 minute. Approaching the
Frames are definitely doing a little better now. Hell yeah, Olympus, that's chill as fuck. Motor Town, dude? Hell yeah. You know what, boys? You know what makes me feel like I might have a chance at this streaming stuff and actually gain like and actually maybe make a living off of this at some point? Oh, I gotta focus now.
Move out!
Seems clear. Oh fuck, I was so sure you were in front of me, but you were behind me the entire time. Oh, scared the fuck out of me. It's PvP. PvEVP.
Okay, I'm still seeing AI down here by the docks.
Yep, copy that. Let me switch to night vision. I'm gonna flank southwest near the entrance. Good shit. Right. The fact that people are like actually enjoying my streams. You know what? Like I'm not some. I'm.
Okay, we've got one just inside the entrance.
Alright, copy. Switching to full auto.
He's heard you.
He's out. What just happened? Oh my god. I had like 2 rounds left in the fucking gun, apparently. Okay, well, but I'm good to go.
Did you not load your mags before coming out?
I guess I didn't check him, yeah. Can you believe it? Holy shit. But yeah, it's just, it's hard not to like the streams saying this is sometimes. Yeah, I mean, damn, bro. Like, the fact that you're even saying that, because I know you're not, like, trying to fucking gas me up or something. Yeah, you have a professional look to it. That's what I think, too, but I don't know. I think I overthink it. That's to some degree, you know? Oh. Down by the end of the bridge here. He's out. One more.
One off the left.
He's out.
On that side.
Yeah, I see him. No, get the fuck down! Oh my god.
I'm done.
1 sec. Let me take him out. How about you? Yeah, that one was, first my dude wouldn't, he wouldn't prone, or I just straight up forgot the button, I guess. Performing surgery. Once you're up, let's just retreat a bit. Oh, Yule.
Cool story, Bob.
All right, what do you need?
FUCCK.
I didn't know surgery.
I'm on it. Performing it. Yeah, that was definitely a little awkward. Whoops. But yeah, no, Jordan, I really appreciate that, and I really believe in my skills too. But I think I have a habit of like overdoing stuff instead of actually just focusing on creating the content. Do you need blood, or are you good?
No, I'm good.
All right, copy. Right, so the prone button is X. I forgot. I would have had that dude, by the way. I was just doing really dumb, weird shit. Alright, moving. Don't signal. Yeah, I do get ahead of myself. One thing that I will always be always be extremely important to me is like I want to be here for the people that spend their time here. You know what I mean? Like I want to be instant with my replies as much as as well as I can, and that can get really, really difficult when you're trying to do a bunch of stuff on screen at the same time. People neglect to understand that, I think. Oh. One hostile down out here in the woods. One more down. Oh, one down the street, southwest. He's out. Crossing the road. I'm loading. Dude, people don't know how hard that is to drive. Like, I feel like I've really started to master it finally. Oh, for fuck's sake. I got Juan Pop face it, dude. I'm back at base. I'll be right back.
Oh my god.
Raven, wheels
I
up
ran
for base
across and I
camp.
think I got insta-shot by a shotgunner. Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, I probably forgot to switch out the keys anyway, so... Did I?
Well, I have my keys on me anyway, so.
I totally did. Yeah, I got the right keys on me now. Alright, chopper's here. ETA 3 minutes or something. But yeah, it comes naturally. I'm saying this, I never streamed once in my life, so I have no clue what I'm saying. The thing is, like, for the most part, you don't just read what the message says. You say it out loud, so that you know, like, that you're in focus, right? So, reading it, saying it out loud, and reading it right, you know, and then responding to it while being focused on a game, it's a lot, and it really requires a lot of practice for sure. Because, you know, the chat isn't always on screen. So, like, when it's on screen, it's a little easier to just go, this and that, or whatever, you know, not actually read it out loud. But, yeah, it's important to me to do it like that. Because I think it shows. Also, when people join the stream and say, well, my name is this in the Twitch chat, but I prefer if you call me this. I really do my best to, like, rename you in the chat. You know what I mean? For example, I know that's always, because I changed his name. But his name in chat is what? A donkey dude 7. I know it's always. You know what I mean? You're such a perfect example always. I can't believe that. Yeah. I read most messages out loud to help me. Yeah, that works too. That's another factor, right? That's also why I do it. But obviously, like, if there's a general conversation going on and I'm just trying to, like, respond to whatever's happening, then that's easy too. Or Bozo. That I know that's COVID's, right? Like, I just know because they were like, oh, you can just call me this. It's easier. All right, cool. I'll call you COVID's. And then, you know, I write it down real fast. And, yeah. But, you know, I do also just do this because I can't help myself. I really don't do this because, oh, maybe there's like a big fucking golden pot at the end of the rainbow. No. I really just do this because it's so much fun, dude. You know how many people I've met that has come to be probably lifelong friends? People that I've met in real life. People that I have a genuine relationship with. Just because of me streaming. You know, me putting myself out there to be like, yo, hey, yeah, I'm here for you guys. I want to be your friends. I want to ODK. Could not be a better example, dude. ODK. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. And the poor guy, you know, like, you know, he's just trying to fucking get some friends. You know, and, oh, man. Bless his fucking heart, dude. What an absolute chat. Oh, no, there's a, like, let me, what's his face? Adam? Lava Toaster? He hasn't really been on stream much, but he's one of, like, my really, really, really good friends. He's the whole reason why... Wait, what? Wait, you died too?
Yeah.
Did you die at the same time as me?
No, I died securing your body, and then, yeah.
Oh, God, no. So it's the same psychopath shotgunner guy.
Oh, no, I got full AK.
Oh, God. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can find a body here and fuck these dudes up then. There we go. I'm gonna go balls to the wall, bro. I'm pretty, all my gear is pretty fucked up anyway, so... There's not a way. Oh my God, I couldn't see shit.
Wait, somebody's dead at the helipad.
Oh, what the fuck?
From Mifus.
Wait, no way. Did you? Maybe you just landed on him.
No, you're dead when I came in.
How did I die? I died right here.
I'm gonna check if he's still on the server. I'll leave his stuff, but if he's not, I'm taking some of it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, really? Damn. Oh well, I got my shit. No, so to give you a good example, Adam. He is a dude I met in Star Citizen. I wasn't streaming though.
I'm just taking his stuff so I can get the money.
Yeah, copy. All right, say less. And I wanted to test off the the proximity voice chat, so I was just talking to everybody in game, and I met Adam through that way because I was like, "Yo, dude, this and that, and blah blah blah," and he was like, "Wait, yo, that's so cool," and then we got really good
I
friends.
wonder if your helicopter switched him.
But that's what I think happened. Yeah, I think that might have been what happened. Wouldn't know. Should I venture on, or would you like me to secure the area?
No, you go on ahead. I'll catch up quick.
All right, copy. Yo man, when are you going to pop on Star Citizen? You can make a hell of an organization with all the mates. Piracy salvage, yo, oh dude. Yeah, no, I need to start doing that. I really would like doing that. Would like to do that soon. Oh, I don't know. This is a good idea. That's not gonna work. Can you die, dude? Piece of shit. Oh, what the fuck? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I don't see him. I'm in a little bit of a hiccup here. I'm getting shot from, I think, the first floor. Oh, yeah, that was probably him. I think there's another one reaching my location. I think he's on the staircase right beneath me, right besides me here.
Okay, I'm trying to get a shot on him.
I just need a bandage and a splint. I got hurt pretty bad in the arms, I think. That was probably him.
Dropped him.
Good shit. Alright, I'm good. Oh, fucking hell. He was right here. Right here. One more corner, bro, and that would have been the enemy. Jesus Christ. I'm applying a splint. You got eyes on the staircase?
One coming down yet.
Yeah, I can't shoot him. Good stuff, thank you. I think there's one more. I'm moving up. Get the fuck out of my shit, dude. Alright, I'm good. Dude, they're standing so weird all over the place. I'm back at the staircase. I'm gonna start searching inside.
Yeah, I'm just down the doorway.
They're spinning. What the fuck? Oh my god, I couldn't open the door. There you go.
Oh, that'd be a messed up.
Yeah, I see it. You fucker. Yeah, he got me really good. I took that to the fucking face. What the fuck are they doing, dude? How are you not dead? What the fuck is happening? Alright, I'm gonna hold the staircase for a minute. I'm still hurt.
Yeah, got you.
God damn. What the fuck? It's so fucked. Alright, now I'm fully green again. I want to try and get some sidearm kills. Whole fucking mag. Alright, pushing left in 3, 2, 1 now.
Oh, another shot coming behind us.
I hear him.
I'm dead.
Copy.
Yeah, I got me.
Yeah, copy that.
Come out! Throw down your your gun and I promise I won't shoot. You fight like a bitch! Hey, put your hands in the air and walk towards me, asshole! You hear me? Die, you fucking asshole! Stop playing and stop fighting like a man! Hey, put your hands in the air and walk towards me, asshole! You hear me? Come out! Don't hide, you bitch! Where are you, Merc? We're not done begging yet. Come out, throw down your gun, and I promise I won't shoot. I know where you are, so don't make this any more difficult. And just come out.
I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit and see what
Where
happens.
the fuck are you hiding, you piece of shit? I know you are here. Show your ugly face.
The AI shot me from somewhere in the balcony through the window.
You sure it was AI?
Yeah, 'cause it said enemy forces, not player.
Okay, because I heard a suppressed shot.
Remember the 74 units have suppressors on them.
You are surrounded. Just come
Alright, copy
out
that.
and get on the ground. I found you. Die, motherfucker. Stop fighting like a man. Yeah, moving. Right side. Come out. We're not done.
I'm definitely hearing some type of suppressed shots.
Can you tell where they're coming from?
I mean, I think it might be the boss or some shit, but I'm not too sure.
Fucking asshole. Stop playing and stop fighting like a man. Hey, put your hands in the air and walk towards me, asshole. You hear me? Hey, put your hands in the air and walk towards me, asshole. You hear me? I know where you are, so don't make this any more difficult. Just come out. Hey, where are you going?
Hearing somebody, but I don't know where he is.
Not done playing yet. This will all be a lot easier if you all out, Merc. Where are you, Merc? Not done playing yet. Where the fuck are you hiding?
Oh, slightly hurt again. Get that shit fixed up. I'm pretty sure you're gonna get your shit back, no problem. I'm so tempted to buy the Polaris, put a Mantis snare shit inside of it, use it for piracy. Oh god. The Polaris is really cool. I want that, I don't know if it's the 400i or whatever the fuck it's called, but there's like a really dope shit that I've been wanting since forever. Whoa, man, major lag am I in there for some reason? Wait, did both my arms break again? Yeah, what the fuck? No, it's not a yacht. It's like, well, I guess it is a yacht, but not the major, like, gigantic one. More the, it's like the really sleek looking one. It's so sick.
Come out. We're not.
Gotcha, bitch. Shit! Oh, I knew it, bro. I fucking knew it. I just cheated death. I want everybody to know I just cheated the fuck out of death. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one, buddy. I want to stop that bleeding right the fuck now. Ah, fuck, I need surgery. I'm gonna start heading towards you. The second well, you might make it to me before I make it to you.
Yeah, I'm about to run down the staircase at the minute.
Copy that. Might be a dude in there. Watch yourself. like near the back end.
Wait, I can't loot my own body because I'm an aggressor.
Wait, what? How?
It says can't loot aggressor.
Oh, you picked up a Mithras guy's armor and shit, right?
Yeah, but I was able to pick up my stuff after that.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, let me just, let me fix you up. One sec. I guess if I just do... Guess if I just... Oh my god! Can I just flick them? Then I guess if I grab this... and this... There you go.
Thank you.
Come on, we'll be your grave, asshole.
I'm unlocking the office. We'll take that. Thank you, sir. Is there even anything in here?
I always look, but I don't think I ever find anything.
Right, yeah, I thought so.
Like, you can sometimes find a key sitting on this desk, but that's about it.
Oh well. Alright.
Come on, is that all you got?
What else we got?
And for you, cocksucker.
Alright, I'm good to go.
Yeah, same.
I think I might have gotten the boss out here somewhere.
Die, you fucking bitch.
Definitely still somebody here downstairs or some shit.
Come out and get on the ground. It doesn't have to end this way. Just surrender.
Dude, I know somebody was... Oh,
Don't make
he's right here.
it more difficult and just come out.
Oh, and he's got the fucking office key.
Hey,
Thanks.
put your hands in the air and walk towards me, asshole.
Oh, I did not. No, where'd they go? Did they go in here? Oh, thank God.
Shit. Come out, throw down your gun, and I promise I won't. Where the fuck are you hiding, you piece of shit?
I guess grabbing the
Really
tri-rail
I
makes
with my own
sense.
fucking country? Hey,
Rest
come
of
out.
this can get the
We're not
fuck out of
done.
Dodge, baby.
Where the fuck are you hiding, you piece of shit?
Bad boy, though.
Hey, come out. We're not done.
You hear that fucking asshole?
Hey,
Yeah, it's right down below.
Let's fuck him up. Oh my God. Stacked up on each other and shit. That was kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Everything is really starting to lag. Alright, I'm green. You want to go Foxtrot 1?
Yeah, sure, we can hit the golf course on the way out.
Oh, man, I wish I could, like, I wish it would register no matter where. Oh, wait, I guess maybe it is. Wait a minute. Oh, God, it is. I always look directly at the fucking door handles, because that...
Yeah, I'm the same.
Oh, but what the fuck? It works when you just look at the fucking glass anyway. Oh, well, I only just now figured that out. Oh, we got hostiles up ahead.
Yeah, I'm plugging in the left side.
I don't know how the fuck he's seeing us.
Asshole, stop playing.
There's one more dude there.
Give me 1 second.
Fuck. So shotgunner 2, watch yourself. Oh my god. Yep, I'm dead. I got domed. Don't know from where. There were a bunch of fuckers there. What the fuck? Ugh. Oh my god.
Raven
Whatever.
dispatched. Moving to base camp.
Jesus, he pushed right over
Hello,
towards
brother.
me.
Hello, brother. Hello, brother. Hello, brother. Hello, brother. I love you. Bye-bye. Repeat last.
They're pushing right over towards me on the outside.
Damn.
I could swear they've dialed the AI up.
Or something. At least like on the fucking, what's it called? The fucking, PvEVP side of things. Because I've always found them a little extra fucking crazy. $400i, luxurious as hell. Well, Origin seems more into building luxury life kind of ships. Well, so that's the thing. What I remember from the ship that I liked so much was that it's a luxury ship, but it's made for adventure, and it's got this really like sleek, like I'm a fast as fuck type ship look. I don't know. I forget what it's called. Let me just try and find it. One sec. Is it 600i? Oh, fuck, no, it's not. That's massive. Oh, wait, no, it's the tinier guy. That's the tinier dude. What if I just go and do, ships? For exploring, yes. Ships, Origin Jump Works. It is the 400i. It is the 400i, dude. Yeah, I fucking knew it. I wonder if I can upgrade to this at some point because I really want to fucking. I really want. Look at this thing, bro. What? Looks like the Batmobile. Imagine this thing in all black. Oh, I'd love that shit. That's the Batmobile, bro. But the ship that I do have is a oh, really? This again? Oh. Hydrate. Right. Appreciate you. I really should. Why can't I actually see that? If I do ship upgrades, will it show me? The Retaliator, bro. Woo-hoo! Can I upgrade? Please let me upgrade to the 400i. I swear to God, please. I used to have the Valkyrie. Hercules? Nah, I'm good. Oh well. Alright, I'm touching now. That's not gonna work, is it? Yep. I fucked up my shit. Alright, I'm on the ground, I'm moving. Yeah, the Retaliator, bro, I really want the Eclipse to go with it. But I doubt that'll happen. Aw, fuck. Shit might have respawned on this end, dude.
Yeah, I'm starting to make my way back now.
Let me check. Got decent sized troops. Wait, what the fuck is this? Oh! Okay, it's clear so far. But I got a body here that's despawned, so I might be in trouble. Everybody's despawned.
Yeah, good to get on the end of
Got one body here that's live. Well, not live, but right here, yeah. Alright, let's move. Nice. How long are you up for tonight?
not that much longer.
Okay. Copy that. Dirty, rotten hook. Hello, brother. Welcome. Welcome to the ultimate experience. Alright, I got my stuff. Let's move. Checking left. Obviously, we got hostiles down at the checkpoint. We're just gonna venture on. Homie is killing them. Are you? Oh my god, I swear these frame drops are getting weird on me, man. Hit the wrong button. Whoops. There we go. Alright. I'm on the ground. Immediate left. Whoops. I got a heavy bleed.
Yeah, I'm getting you now.
Copy that. Big sir, shut the fuck up. Watch my fucking dude get my ass back up. I'm just kidding. I love you, bro. Have my kids, please. Thanks, man. Alright, let me get my shit straight. Oh my god, dude. I need one more surgery and then I'm good. Fixing my shit. Fixing my shit. Bro folded countless times in the past 10 minutes. Leave me alone, man. I'm dying to some pretty stupid shit. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully this next update's gonna fix a lot of the stuff that's been going on. Alright. Yep, I'm green. Dude, my gear is so fucked.
Oh, I'm the same.
Wait, why am I not green? Why am I still hurt? Oh. Pushing onwards. I really hope they got an M2 in that fucking locked room there. Oh. My frames tank so bad when I do that, bro.
Sitting inside.
Copy. Entrance here is clear. Unlocking. Ah, there you are, my
I think we've got
beloved.
one more in the northwest corner.
Copy that. I'm in the lobby. I'm on your 6.
There's two at that doorway there, but I only dropped one.
Copy, I'm moving. Loading. He's hurt. He's out. Loading. Fucking gorgeous, dude. Oh, I knew I was out. Yeah, fucking hell. Alright, green. Loading again. Alright. I am red on loose ammo, but I got a couple mags still. Let's keep
I can
moving.
drop you some if you need it.
Sure, go ahead. Nice. Yes. Holy fuck, dude. How much you got? God damn. Oh, wait, I saw the fucking loose ammo you had. You got a fuck ton. Oh yeah, this'll do it. Let's keep moving. Unless you want to loot a bit.
Oh, no, I'm good. Where'd that come from?
I think I got him. I think there's one more. But my frames are getting so shit when I zoom in. Yep. I think we're green. Got him. Yeah, I think the path ahead of us is cleared. We're good to go. Foxtrot 1, here we come. Ah, that was a little hectic and weird. I really hate how fucking much my frames keep tanking, dude. Like, I've never had... My frames have never been worse. I don't know why they're so fucking bad now. Damn it. Like, I usually have 100 plus here. Now I'm down to fucking... And, like, The way they alternate is crazy. Like, when I turn, bro, they drop all the way down to 40. What is going on? Oh, well, I am doing a lot of stuff with this stream. I know, I know. Yo, Dirty Rotten Hook, you're still around, dude? What's up, brother? What's up, brother? These comms need to be studied? Wait, what do you mean, Pixel? Imagine if we just meet somebody from a hostile faction we're not ready for. Or even worse, imagine if it's like a friendly faction, but we're just so unprepared that we accidentally kill them. That would suck. Alright, I'm gonna bank down here. Yep, we're good. Alright, I'm calling RTB.
Roger, Raven is in the air and heading to
2 minutes 40.
Foxtrot 1.
Oh my god. You good?
Yeah, I'm fine. He missed.
Oh my god. I heard that happen. I was like, no fucking way. And then you were good. Shit. One minute and 15. All right. Well, mission accomplished. Not like to the extent I would like it to be, but it is what it is. At least I got a fully good to go. Yeah, everything I have I can pretty much replace and it wouldn't be a problem, so. And we got the boss key, so that's really cool. I can give that away for free in my community. Join Element 1.
This is Raven arriving
If
shortly
you are
near
only
your
just joining the
position.
stream, then
ETA 30 seconds.
you know what to do. All right, that's us.
I'm at the LZ. Hurry up and get in. Get ready. We're moving out.
Dude, that was flawless. That was beautiful. We are the fuck out of here. Yee-hoo! I gotta actually start making videos with this stuff, man. Because, I don't know. I just think it would be really cool if we did that. What a game, dude. What a game.
10 close. 1 minute. Approaching the LZ. 30 seconds.
Should we do a Fort Nerith mission next?
Yeah.
Or maybe you were about to hop off or something?
No, I can keep going till about 1, half 1 maybe.
Alright, say less.
Exfil completed. Good to have you back.
You want to maybe switch servers? Actually?
Yeah, I think this one's kind of dead.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's switch. I'm gonna safely end deployment here. COVIDs? The homie is playing. Oh. Ooh. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Let's do US East. Fuck it. Do 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 do. I do need to get some new weapons and shit, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm the same.
What? A little bit of peace and quiet here, thank you very much. Hello, D-Monster53, how are you doing? Are you A-okay, brother?
The PvP at, boy.
Don't ask me, man. I specialize in other stuff. What's up? It's in pretty shit condition, those weapons, but I always give them away. They might be to be of some joy to somebody else. Yeah, there you go. My pride and joy. I call it the sword.
Any PvP?
Any PvP? Like I said, I just joined the server, and I don't really, you know, aim for it. Like, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I love the tactical aspect of the game most.
So what do you do when you complete everything?
I just fuck around with my friends. My associate here, Wumble, for example. I fuck around with him and have a good time. We're with Element 1.
Oh.
He said, "Oh." I like it like he's like, "Oh, that's funny, dude." Unload. Do I have any extra XP? Yep. Got loads. Big old fucks.
Got Minecraft on that thing.
I wish. It would make the deployment much more entertaining, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's build a new gun. Bomb. Let's see if I can even remember how the fuck I do this shit. And then I need 3 in total, yeah. And then I need 1 of these. I do need this. I do need that. I know I need this, right? Yep. I need this. You know, I might as well get 1 of these, because fuck it, right? 1 of those. What else is it? This one, because that goes with the Mark 1. And then I need... I don't think I'm going to get that this time. I need this as well. The gas plug and this. I need the threaded...
Class starts.
What's up, dude?
I've been waiting for the teacher all day. He's never showed up.
Oh, really? I think that was everything. How much is that? 5,000? That can't be right. Did I miss something? Compensator. I might as well get these too now. Oh shit, I fucking completely forgot the scope. Right. I want to get the riser with the T2. Then I want to get a scope too, because I don't think I have one. Alright, let's put this shit together. This definitely needs to unload. Wait, I bought 3 of these, didn't? Oh, it's here. Did I get this shit right? There's no fucking way I got this shit right. I guess I did. Holy fuck. Alright. Oh god damn. I got the gun right. I just need the, what do I need here? I need this and that. Finito Bambino. And there we go. 2 new guns. Load with Don't know why I got the 2 extra rounds. That was pretty unnecessary. Alright. Oh, it seems like my frames are back up. What the fuck? Fuck. That doesn't fit on there? Damn. I wonder if this does. Ugh, I'm stupid. Where's the rail for that? Yo, what? Oh, there it is. So this will work. Huh. I low-key want to do that. I low-key want to do that. Fuck it. Fuck the Spectre. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't have a variable zoom, but this is definitely better. I might just have improved my gun a bit. Not really, but maybe. I think I'm gonna start running the ACOG, even though it looks a little wonky. It's old school, you know what I mean? Yeah, fuck it. Let's do that. Screw it. Okay, but there's definitely action going on, so like there's got to be. And I feel like I get the best frames at Fort Nerith, so let's go Fort Nerith and do Delta 3. What do you think?
Sure.
You good to go? Should I call the chopper?
Yeah, I'm good.
Roger.
do
Raven
it.
is in the air and heading to base camp.
It's a cool gun. Pew, pew. I think this is good. Alright, that's us.
Raven on station and ready to pick you up.
Wait, Mello, what?
Ready up, we're taking off.
Is this live or Memorex? You're more awake than I was at 7A with a triple shot latte. Latte. I don't know what that means. How does that taste? Is it good?
Tastes like dick.
Oh God! Wait, you know what dick tastes like?
Yeah. Don't you?
What's up?
Don't you?
Right? No, of course.
I'm sure you don't taste it.
Oh shit! Right? No, I totally know what dick tastes like, bro. 100%. Oh my God, brother. I don't know about you, but I feel brand new, man. I feel reformed. You know what I mean?
I give it 2 minutes tops until you're on the ground again.
Shut up. Let's do this. I'm gonna get at
Ready.
least one
1
player
minute.
kill right now, dude. Should we focus on that, like getting player kills? I low-key want to.
I mean, we can.
Alright, let's do it. Fuck it. Pause on
If
that.
there's players to be killed.
Say that again?
If there's any players to be killed.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see. I mean, this is an American server, so there should be something. You don't remember Memorex? Analog tape commercials? Haha, dating myself. Well, so I'm not American.
We're
I'm
getting
from
close.
Denmark, born and
30
raised, so
seconds.
I wouldn't know. It sounds like an American thing. Sorry for the assumption here. I'm just guessing. But yeah, not American at all. I do know a lot of American stuff, but no, it doesn't ring a bell at all. Not one bit. But yeah, hey, Mellow Fat, what's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. boy. Alright, get ready to run for the fucking bushes. Here we go.
Move out!
Dude, let's go. Highest quality stream. That's the reason why, brother. Alright, looks clear. I'm gonna move across. Dude, the ACOG on my fucking gun looks so fucking sexy right now. I don't know what it is. Oh, you heard that, right? Oh, that's gotta be a
No, I
player.
didn't
Friendly,
hear
friendly.
anything.
Suppress shots somewhere southeast, and there's a guy running there, so. Let me just ask him real fast if there's any player activity. Love the ACOG. Probably my favorite overall optic. Been eating the same plate of food for like 3 hours. I have an issue. Wait, what the fuck, dude? Tower's empty. I was just told that there might be enemy players in his vicinity. His name is Dr. Doofensquirts. That's hilarious. We got a chopper inbound.
Okay.
It's a
I hear that.
hostile chopper. Hostile chopper.
Is it landing? No, it's flying by.
Yeah, negative. It flew by.
2 hostiles on board. Should be landing Lima.
Copy.
Yeah, it's going down Lima 1.
That's a 555. Interesting. Dirty rotten hook, negative. That is a negative. All I can say is you have something to look forward to, brother. That's all I can say. I'm on your 6. You got anything?
No, I've been watching that hill just outside the southeast exit. Don't see anything yet.
Alright, copy that. I'm gonna go down to the gate and move inside.
Another heli just landed Lima 1.
Copy. Yeah, I hear it.
Has it got them on it or is it going empty?
Say again.
Has it got got people on it, or is it leaving empty?
No clue. Not close enough. The guy that we had that's friendly, he is still up and about. I think he's engaging something, or something is engaging him. You got eyes on it?
No, I've had no movement from up here.
Copy. I'm moving through the tree line along the wall and the what's it called? The far southwest side of the airfield. I'm moving on the radio tower. I got a bunch of hostiles dead here.
I do know a guy in the tower came through the same way you're going.
Alright. Definitely hearing suppressed shots in the southeast sector. Yeah, I think it's just YBL action, if I'm being honest. I don't think there's actually any real PvP activity in this area. Yeah, I got another dead hostile here. I think it's clear of player stuff. You can move in if you'd like to.
Come down now.
Alright, copy that, Overwatch. I'm double timing across the airfield right now.
Copy.
Dude, these frame drops are scary, dude. HQ seems occupied by native forces.
Okay, Q-tip at YBL says there's definitely people there.
Say again?
Q-tip outside YBL is confirming enemy hostiles there.
Copy that. Alright, I'm making a run for the radio tower. Yo, yo! Hey man, what's up, dude?
How's it going, dude?
You got any players here or no?
No, not that I have really seen. They haven't pushed me if they're here. I cleared out all this by myself pretty much.
Alright, good shit. I think there's definitely some player action going on over at YBL. 100%.
Oh shit, okay. I need to get into the HQ, so I'm moving.
Oh, you do?
that way. Yeah.
We can help with that. I have an associate that's
bet,
coming to pop up in our rear here in a second.
I'm doing the missing colleague 2.
Oh shit, and you're doing it in a PvEVP server, dude? Respect, I like that.
Yeah, fuck it, dude. What's
My
up, dude?
friend Wumble here.
I'll piss it.
But you said you needed, we can definitely assist you on your way towards HQ. I suggest we bank a right immediately out the door here and make our way up the hill.
Never. I appreciate it. Let's fucking do it.
You got it, brother. My associate and I, we're on a radio, so you probably won't hear much of me.
No, that's good.
You mind taking Overwatch on the top of the radio tower?
Yeah, I can do that.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. I see that.
From inside the HQ.
Yeah, I noticed.
As soon as I get a sight, I'll take them out.
That'd be nice. Whatever you can take out. Yo, brother, you okay? Where'd you go? Brother, are you good? You need help? What do you need?
Oh, I'm chill. I just had the damage.
Copy that.
I got hit lightly.
Just keep moving. I got Overwatch on the radio tower. He's taking him out. Oh, dude, Mellow Fat, that is so awesome.
Also, I guess there is a player here somewhere.
You think so? There you go. You got him.
Unless I was just AI shooting me suppressed, unless I was not suppressed.
Yeah, there's... Oh, real close. He's out. I'm moving to the gate here. There's a dude right inside the gate here. He's out. Oh, no fucking way. Our guy's dead here, and I got a medium bleed. Stay put, though. Yo, brother, if you can hear me, okay? Just give me 1 sec. I got a medium bleed myself. Let me try and make myself secure here, and I'll get to you. What the fuck, dude? Ain't no way. CT. Just need the CT. Let's go. Come on. Fucking out. There's no way. Wait, from where? What the fuck? Yo. I'm in a bit of a pickle here, but I think I'll be okay. Just give me a minute. Oh no, how's my meds doing? Oh fuck. Yeah, whatever you can grab, just knock yourself out, man. What the fuck? Am I shooting thin air here? There's no fuck. I'm on the ground. I can't breathe. Yeah. Oh my fucking god. Ah. Talk like a Southern Texas man who knows his rights, please. Say again?
How heavy is your bleed?
It's a medium bleed. The friend I had with me, he almost insta died on our way up towards the entrance of the building. I think there's a lot of dudes all over the place out there. You might have players in the vicinity too, I'm not too sure. I have a light bleed now.
I know we've got a family outside the HQ as well.
Okay. Should be dudes right where you are. Watch out with that nade there. Definitely don't throw nades inside the building there. That's where I should be. They're in the bushes right ahead. Where are you looking? I'm dead.
I got shot in the back.
Oh,
What's up?
damn.
Going YBL, there's PvP going on over there. Some dude from our faction.
Nah,
just said
he's new around here. I'm trying to get his question done in the first town.
Yeah, I'm new too. Well, I'm not new. I played this before, but all my shit just disappeared.
Yeah, it's a fucking shit time. I was fucking 25, bro.
Damn, son. Oh, damn.
We can probably get back nice and quick if we go Delta 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm gonna go in naked. I don't give a fuck. Let's do it. You good to go?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take an MP5.
Request denied. All available birds
Copy
are
that.
in flight.
All birds are in flight. We gotta wait. Damn it. Yeah, damn. I never heard so much talking at a FOB before. No, it gets pretty, especially on the American servers, pretty, people are very, very talkative. It's awesome. I wish I could inspire more talk in all the European ones, too. But, it gets a little difficult because I think European by, like, in general, is just a little more shy in that regard. So. EU is boring as fuck. It's definitely more fun when people are talking, that's for sure. I got a chopper available in 10 seconds. Please let me get this one. I got it. 30 seconds. 20 seconds. Never mind. 20 seconds. NA is so brain dead, that's why it's fun. Yeah, that's awesome. The servers are more dead on EU too. That's true, yeah. Well, the servers aren't, like, EU still isn't really, like, fully there when it comes to this type of game, right? But it's definitely getting there. This is us. I wonder if this guy knows where he's going. Yeah. Did you guys see how I died, by the way? Because I got the dude behind the guy, right? But then that dude that was, like, right at the... Like, you could only just see his head, right? He killed me. How the fuck did he kill me? Did he shoot through the fucking wall or some shit? Like, the fuck? But whatever. They pushed that corner of HQ hard. Yeah, I know. Oh, the AI, you mean? Yeah. Probably not wrong. Like, I like to toss a few welcome nades when I'm walking up the ramp. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I've never, like, it's like the AI is a little extra fucking crazy right now. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you gotta subscribe. Sorry. Always. You've got to subscribe. Here we go. Alright, let's move.
Spread out.
Dude. I really fucking hope there's gonna be some dead bodies around here. No, only just the cool things that I custom made is subscribers only. Man, I have to make money somehow, dude. Like, fucking hell.
Yeah, I see bodies there. That's it.
Yep, I see that too. Perfect. Shit, in there. Oh my god.
Watch. He's dead.
I'm gonna grab his shit. Wait, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
I'm gonna...
Alright, I got his stuff. Running.
I'm just on the other side of the wall.
Makes sense. I'm on the inside.
Just be careful, because the guy that killed me was at the end of this wall. I'm on the middle of the ramp.
Copy. That was me firing. I'm gonna lit the fuck up. I'm alright. I made a pass.
I dropped one shit at you.
I'm on your 6.
Copy.
I got 22 rounds, and then that's fucking it for me with this gun. I'm pushing onwards. Dude, there's fucking 3 AIs right here. Never mind, there's 4.
Oh, yes, I'm inside.
Hey man, what's up, dude?
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, we fucked that up, huh? Damn. Alright, I'm green.
That's all good.
I gotta switch my my optic. Give me a sec. God, everything is lagging so fucking hard. Wait, what? Oh my god. Alright, I'm green.
I thought I heard enemy suppressed shots. I don't know if that was you guys or if that was AI.
No way. Is that who I think this is?
It was just me.
Wait. Let me see your name. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Unless it is.
Nope.
The Grandmaster?
Grandmaster. No.
Oh, damn it. You sound just like him.
I don't know who Grandmaster is.
It's a streamer. I was just wondering.
Oh, dude. No. That'd be sick.
I am streaming myself right now.
Oh, fuck yeah, baby.
Where the fuck are you hiding?
Yeah, I'm gonna start clearing out first floor. Second floor, I mean. Good old nade.
Nade up top.
Copy. You ready? Wumble, you good?
Yeah.
God damn. Are you second floor?
Yeah, we're second floor. We're clearing out up here. He's got nothing. What the fuck? Oh, shit.
Delta bag in here if I need it.
Copy. Yo, American brother, there is a Delta bag upstairs if you need it.
Oh my god, no way.
Yeah, man. Just go ahead. It should be clear up there. I think my friend is there. Wumble. You plan on watching Thunderbolt be first floor technically? Yeah. See, in Europe, it would be first floor. In America, it doesn't work like that. Oh wait, maybe it wasn't third floor. Where is that? Where's?
It's in the storage room.
Down here.
Second floor. That wasn't us shooting.
Oh, storage room, second floor, which should be over here. Follow me. Right here somewhere. Oh, it's on the floor right here.
Oh, sure. Okay, sweet. Thanks.
You got your brother. And as for what's it called? Thunderbolts. I guess. I don't know. I don't mind it. I might. Yeah. Fuck it. I don't know. Did you see where the shots were coming from, Wumble, by chance, or no?
No, I didn't see. I couldn't even hear
Oh,
it.
I gotta
Probably
look
from
up.
the AI above us.
Find you. Oh, lovely.
Copy. What's
I
up, dude?
might position, take it quiet.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna proceed downstairs.
Looking this task up, I don't remember what I have to grab in here.
Oh, you gotta grab something? I'm coming to assist you real fast. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, so what I've noticed is in Europe, you have ground floor, first floor, second floor, so on and so forth. First floor in America, that's ground floor. It's so confusing, but that's really how it goes.
Oh, just find a way out of here.
What's up, brother? What do you need?
Oh no, I got what I need.
All right, copy that. Oh, you said you're gonna get out of here?
Oh no, we can. I said we can. Is there more shit here to loot? Stuff, probably, right?
Yeah, just a few things. I'd suggest to like discard the handles and the magazines of the weapons and just stack them up in your backpack. That makes it easy 7,000 once you get back, because you can fit like, I think 6 guns, if not more.
This guy is pissed. Whoever he is.
Why doesn't that work? Yo, why? I hate how laggy the UI is, dude. It really blows. Oh, I can't navigate my shit right because it's so damn laggy. That's not what I wanted to do. Entranced. Hello, dude.
Holy piss.
Who was that?
No fucking idea.
Do we have enemy here?
I think we do, yeah. Bottom floor. Yo, what's up, dude? You an enemy player, dude?
I don't know if it's that AI that was out there or if that's...
Nah, that was suppressed shots. That's got to be an enemy player. Okay, let's keep the rest of the talking here. I'm gonna try and ignore that friendly guy, and we just figure this shit out, okay? So, he was coming from the corner, out southeast, and then he ran back when he got some shots in our friend. So he might be flanking from somewhere, or he's still on that corner. I'm gonna try and scare him with a nade, okay?
Copy.
I'm gonna try and scare him with another outside. Alright, now I'm gonna start pushing. He's not here.
Behind me somewhere. Outside main
He's
door.
out northeast.
Fuck.
Main door, I got shot from.
Okay,
Watch that
copy,
door, watch
copy,
that door to your
copy.
right. Yeah, he's out that door somewhere.
Alright. In that case, sorry, I'm communicating with my friend over that radio I'm talking about, so people can't hear us in game.
Yeah, no.
Let's move upwards, okay? And just hold the staircase. Follow me. Alright. We're in place. Feel free to make your way back. We can definitely still get your shit. I'm gonna wait for that dude to push, even though he's probably seen both of us.
Where the fuck are you hiding, you piece of shit? I know you are here. Show
You good?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. We can also try and exfil.
Yeah.
But we got to be really quick about it.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. He still hasn't made it here. I can't fucking make it out where he's at. No way. King Rigid, what's up, dude? Fuck. Well, how you doing? What's up? What's going on? Oh, you're trying to throw a flashbang. Yeah, you got to subscribe to do that. What's up, brother? How you doing? Somebody just killed my friend. So we're trying to either wait him out or like just get this dude that we're trying to help out of this area. How are you doing, man? Which landing zone are you headed for?
Delta 1. I'm gonna make my way towards the hole and then I'm gonna crouch walk the whole way in.
Alright, copy that. I don't know if he's still here. I think he actually fucked off.
He can't have gone too far because surely the AI would still be around the main gate.
That makes sense.
Same with the barracks. I don't think anybody's been over that far yet.
Alright, copy. Yeah, he seems to be gone or something. He was definitely like out front shooting directly at us.
He was. Not sure where he went though.
Yep, exactly. We can't really do much except wait.
Yeah, wait or...
Mostly because I want my friend to come back here to get his stuff back.
No, yeah, we can just shoot him.
Oh.
Okay.
He's at the tower now. He's at the radio tower. He's at the tower somewhere, the radio tower.
Oh no.
It's actually, it kind of makes it easier for us to exfil
Yeah, we
if
can
we were
just
to do
go out
it.
the front, yeah.
That is, if that's even him, he could have had some...
Yeah, it could be somebody else. You are right.
Yeah, I've been PvPing, King Rigid. Yeah. I'm definitely in PvP, man. Alright, let me think. How do we do this in the smart way? Dude, I love it. I always love this. This is always what I wanted to do. But I'm definitely not super good at it yet. But I think that's because of my extremely inconsistent frames. It drops like from 100 to mid-70s to 40s. Like it varies extremely. Like extremely much. Alright, I'm gonna try something here.
You really think I can't find you in my own fucking country? Come out, throw down your gun and under ice. Come out, don't hide, you bitch.
Turn that off.
It doesn't have to end this way. Just surrender. Come out, don't hide, you bitch. Hey, come out, we're not done here. Come out, don't
Okay, I'm here.
Copy. That's my friend, by the way. He's picking up his stuff.
You say he's in the tower?
I don't know if he's there anymore.
We should be able to get out the way she came in.
Yeah, we're probably just gonna exfil out the way we came. Yeah, even just this. A 100% he switched position again. If that's the same dude, it could be two different dudes. That's northwest, somewhere northwest, northwest. Let's just fucking exfil the way you came, man, and get this guy out of here. All right, dude, we're gonna double time the fuck out of this building, okay? But we're only gonna start running the second we exit. You ready?
All right. Yeah.
Let's move.
Let's fucking go.
Fuck my life, dude.
Okay, yeah, just sit tight.
Roger. Raven is in the air and heading to base camp.
Camping like that is a fucking bitch ass move, dude. That's a bitch ass move. Sitting still like a little fucking piece of shit rat. Grow the fuck up, dude. Play the game. Boring motherfucker. Yeah, I'm just going in naked. I'll see what I can pick up on the way. Fuck it.
I don't even know where I can go to get a good shot on him.
Yeah. He's just going to hold that because he knows I'm going to try and get my shit. Wait. Did our friend die?
No, he's with me.
Oh, okay. Some dude jumped towards me. He was trying to get on the chopper with me or something.
I think if I could get up to the third floor, I could maybe get a shot on him through the window.
Dude, you totally can. You can run and he won't fucking get you. I did that multiple times and he kept trying to get a shot on me, but he wasn't able to. I closed my eyes, I didn't see anything, sir. I'm blind. I can't even see you right now, sir. Oh my god. Imagine if it's a fucking stream sniper, dude, then like legit.
Oh, he's fucking seen me.
Yeah, he's seen you?
Yeah, as soon as I started to make his shot.
You might be able to redirect his attention somewhere else if you get his the friend you have to like debate or some shit. Like have him run around, because as long as he's running, you won't be able to hit him.
Yeah, I don't want to do that then though.
You don't want to do what?
I don't want to use him as bait because knowing
I'll be bait.
his luck, I'll probably get shot.
I'll be fucking bait. Give me a sec here. I'll be right there.
He has to be in the tower somewhere because that's the only way he would have seen me, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Either that or he's somewhere on the outskirts, dude, because it makes no fucking sense. Don't peek that window. He says not to peek the window. A very avid PvP player. Oh my god, is somebody shooting me from the north here? I just landed. Yo, whoever the fuck you are, you're a little piece of shit, dog. Really? I'm naked. What are you, a fucking child? Come over here. Yo, shit titties. How about you go fuck yourself? Ah. I'm dead. So now my shit's really gone. Well, I had a lot of good stuff on it, so if you get to get that dude, then feel free to fuck him up and get my shit. Like, take whatever you want from my backpack and tell him, oh, wait, you probably can't. I don't give a fuck, dude. If somebody's fucking, like, dead ass, bro.
I'm just trying to think. He's gonna be outside that fucking LZ now.
Dude, dead ass. Check this out. If somebody is LC camping.
The guy that killed you was not the same one that killed me, by the way.
Oh yeah, then there are definitely more than one. Okay. Yeah, because there's a dude that was like sitting at the LC that killed me, and I'm naked. So like, the fuck.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, Olip, is like if somebody's LC camping and you're naked and they kill you and all you got is a knife, automatically you're a fucking fat piece of shit that sits with his titties out and games this fucking game, dude. Absolute horrible behavior. God damn, bro. That is some bullshit, dude. Fuck, the dude that we heard that was northeast, it was a friendly. Northeast. He's yeah, you see him. He's up by the barracks. That's gotta be him.
Yeah, I see that. But it's the one outside the LZ that's got me worried now.
Yeah, you mean a Delta 1?
Yeah.
Dude, I am 100% certain that you guys can start in exfil and move towards Delta 3 by moving down to the cafeteria and get the fuck out of Dutch that way. Because the sniper don't have any view on you that way. You can move out towards...
True.
You can move out towards... you can move out towards like the main road, I would almost say. Like, not the actual main road, but like the main road leading through Fort Nerith, if that makes sense. Around the fucking, what's it called? The infirmary, and then move back through the shooting range, and then out to Delta 3. I can meet you there if you want me to. Wait, no, I shouldn't do that. Let me try and create some, let me try and fuck around at Delta 1. See if I can, yeah. I'm going to try and land at Delta 1 and keep them busy so they think action's going on over here, and then you guys just go ahead and start exfilling down towards, like, you know what I mean when I say... when you loop around the infirmary. All right, sweet. All right, I'm going to call a chopper for Delta 1. I'm just going naked now. I don't give a fuck, dude. Do I have a stupid-ass gun somewhere? Not really. That's all I got. This is nice. Fuck it, I'm just going to grab this.
Washington.
Can you blow yourself up at base to prevent the PMC from looting you? No. No different than extract camping on... yeah.
Yeah, even if you shoot near your teammates, you get them out.
Alright, I'm headed for Delta 1. I'll see you guys. The server's really populated right now. Holy shit. Dude, I lost it. I can't believe I spoke like that. Shit titties? What is that even? When you dip your tits in shit? It's crazy, dude. I just can't believe it, dude. Like, it's such a shitty behavior. Yeah, man, but that's, you know, he acts like that. You know what I mean? He's got to be a dude that does that. He's got to be. I'm just minding my business and I hear shit to you. Is it too soon to mention that if you were lagging, we could... Oh, Langang, we could MT Fort for you? Oh, no. Dude, Mithras to the day I die. I don't give a shit, dude. Touching down.
Move out!
See that?
That's why he was in the bar so long. And down.
Yo, shit for brains, you out here? What about our friend? Is he okay?
He's still alive, last I seen.
Oh. Alright, shit. Let me try and get to him.
Yeah, he got back to the infirmary.
Alright, fuck it. I know I'm gonna get shot in the
Yeah,
back.
there's definitely bound there because I'd see quite a few of us drop over there.
I know I'm gonna get shot in the back, dude. Or maybe not, I guess not. Okay, you can land a Delta 1. It seems clear. I don't think there's anybody there. There's enemies at the gate, though. Just keep that in mind.
Our boy just died.
You dead? Fuck, dude. There's no reason for me to be here right now. I might just hop off and do some Assetto Corsa instead. Broken arrow, dude. Broken arrow. Ah, the AI got him. No. You're hopping off?
Yeah, I need to get to bed.
Oh shit, right. Damn. Oh, that's not the right button. Whoops. I'll throw on the face cam. Dude, ain't no damn way. Ain't no fucking way. I'm gonna die like this. I'm gonna die like this, dude. Fucking die like this. There's no fucking way. No fucking way. What do I do?
There's an M4 at the bottom of the stairs.
Copy.
I don't know if he's big. Find you.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, this is not great. Oh, that's... Shit. Oh well, I'm dead. It was fun while it lasted. Ah, shit. It was cool. God damn it, man. But hey, it is what it is. I lost a bunch of stuff today. But it's fun. It's fun, and I'm learning. LC campers, though, they can go fuck themselves. I don't give a fuck, dude. Suck my dick. If you're LC camping, You got shit titties. You're the lowest of the low. Sorry, not sorry. Bam. Switch to Assetto Corsa. Hell yeah. If I hit toggle face cam, then what happens? Oh. Okay. So if I hit it again, it'll turn on. That means if I go capture first, I love how I forgot how I set up my stream. And I hit toggle face cam, it'll disappear. Turn off the... Oh, man, this is beautiful. Okay, sweet, because then I'll definitely be using that. Camera. Camera. Let's do some HSRC driving. Been meaning to hop on that. But what are we driving is probably the question we should be asking ourselves here. Should I hop in the Chaser? I don't know. Drive a car, brother. On it. Say less. 1 sec, dude. Yup. Been doing a lot of driving lately. Drive a tank. What the fuck? I don't know which one I'm hopping in here. Oh. That's on. Nice. But I'm gonna restart it before I do anything else regardless. Alright, yo, boys. I hit the wrong button. Damn it. I'm gonna check if the high powered is working or not. So I think it'll have, like, people will have to drive on the server to trigger whatever is happening, and then it'll do something. But yeah, this is the server we're playing on. Join us. I'm gonna go for the Chaser. Fuck it. Drive a tank to Ford and blow up your Yeah, dude. Say less. Yeah. Copy that shit. Go fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, pussy ass motherfuckers. But I think I'm gonna hide face cam. Show face cam. That's annoying. But I'm not gonna fix that now. Yeah, I'm not fixing that now. And we're in. Come on, computer. Finish doing your thing. You got this.
ETC カードが挿入されました。
All right, this is nice. I gotta turn up the music a little bit though. Let's just make it like 65. I think is good. All right, let's go drive a car. Oh, I forgot something. Oh, damn it. Olympus. Olympus.
Bruh.
Olo Mambosti. Sorry. Do we get to see you physically driving with the wheel? Yes. Oh, I mean, would you like me to? Would you like me to do that? I can do that. Yeah, say less, dude. I don't know if this is enough. I don't really have a camera over here. So. Oh, yes. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh. All right. Oh, yeah, I love this car already. Turn up the music a little bit, though. Even louder, too. Did not. The music is overly dramatic / loud. Oh, really? All right, let me just switch it up. You suck. Like this type of music though, but oh, Mellowfat, I forget, you can cue whatever music you want. You should have watched for long enough to start queuing stuff if you'd like. If you have a song you think I should listen to, or the stream should listen to, then you can, oh, it doesn't have a 6 gear. Oh, you're a Twitch noob. So... You know, in the chat you're typing in, camera. So, right down here, like not where I'm, like not on the actual screen here, but like right down here, there's a white icon. Like in your browser, there's a white icon with an X on it. And click that, then find the thing that says cue a song. I can't get this thing to drift the way I want it to. And then you literally just type in the artist and the song name, and that's it. That's all you got to do. And then you cue music that way. It's pretty cool. I can't get it drifting. Capture. Widescreen. That's not good. I killed myself. I really fucked this shit up.
I just have too much blood.
Yeah.
Just tired of it. Sticky.
They're
Super.
my high beams?
Yeah.
What about now?
That's so bright.
Oops. Oh, he's crashing. Oh, he's crashing. He's dead. My wheel will oscillate if I don't hold on to it, which is a problem. It's a fun car, though. Were you able to find it, Mello? I can probably throw on some classic hip-hop or some shit. Or, well, as classic as I... Oh, see that? My bad. Sorry, I'm sitting here on my phone driving at the same time. Can you believe it? Oh. Now this is my shit. That's a milestone. Dial tone. Should have held it, damn it. Yeah, nah, I should have held it. I'm trying to fuck around too much. Damn it. Nice to know the safety rating is off. Fucking not do that. Watch out, dude. Damn. Get it back. I had it. I fucking had it, dude. I fuck around too much. Dude. Fuck. I really fuck around too much. No, I know I have it. caught a bit of speed on that. Whew, that was so fucking tight, dude. Both Olympus. No, 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 no. Damn it. Man, I was on a streak. I'm fast?
You are like have a lot of corner.
Oh, I'm loud?
No. You have a lot.
Oh, I have, yeah, yeah, I do.
I wasn't sure if you're.
I don't know how, I feel like I'm getting the apex right. Definitely cutting shit close. Oh, you're desyncing for me a little bit. Oh god. Oh yeah. Who the fuck is witnessing this right now? I feel like this is peak Bethuel driving. That's not good. Alright, but you gotta drive, car. It's over. Nope, we're back. King, you've been watching this entire time. I fuck with you, dude. What do you think? rig yourself, don't you, King? Wait, I gotta read King's message. Give me a sec here, Olympus. Hold on. Got you pulled out on the living room TV and using my phone to chat? Yeah, dude. You swapped the cam for me? Of course. I'm here. Dude, hell yeah. And as dope as fuck, I used a wheel to play SnowRunner, but not a game like this. Lol. The squeeze on the left hand of the... Oh, yeah. Did you see that? Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, shit. I just fit right in there. Oh, that was fucking the gas, dude. I gotta practice more. Mind you, this is the first time I drive this car. But these guys that make these physics, they're very versed. They really know what they're like, what's fun and what's good. Oh man, Olympus, tell me you witness me right now, dude. I'm carrying so much speed with this fucker. That far down in gears right here. Oh, this is not good. Oh, we're all right. Oh, this is not good either, but we made it. Boy. Oh, not good. Oh, this is really not good. Oh, but we saved it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, what type of beast am I right now? What the fuck, dude? I can really drive. Ultra Vulture's on here now. Yeah, if that car wasn't there, that would have been crazy. Sorry, Olympus. Ugh. Fuck. Insane. Insane. It didn't do anything. I didn't get scared or nothing, so we're good. Gonna connect these. Dude, am I really like that? I'm really like that, aren't I? I'm like that, bro. Oh shit. Can somebody clip this? Aw, damn. Don't clip that though. World War III on, you won't? You can cue it if you need to, brother. Oh, I forget that third gear is essentially the second for this bad boy here. Alright, boys. Look for some proper shit here. Wow, there's nothing. Oh, no, 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 no. Nah, dude. Hard for 2 Kevin Gates. Hide face cam. Widescreen. Letterbox widescreen. Nathan, we gaming, dude. Straight fucking gaming, dude. It's just so weird to drive like this. Face cam. Widescreen. VR. I got a Valve Index. I need to use it more, to be honest. Yeah, I got it for so fucking cheap, man. I got it used. Oh, me too. Yeah, big screen beyond. I think now I want a Pimax. see through the tunnel. You know the deal. Letterbox widescreen.
Yes, it was already.
Hide face cam.
The stating was on.
Get up in front real fast. All right, hit it. Widescreen. Show face cam. Mexican OT. Oh, shit, ain't no fucking way, dude. Oh, shit. Damn it. Did I lose my wheel? I lost my wheel. I lost my wheel.
Oh, that bus fucked you up so bad.
What's up, dude?
The bus took you out.
Yeah, it fucked me up. It switched lanes right as I had to do something.
Watching the mirrors, I did see.
What time is it? Oh, it's 3 a.m. Damn. Dude, this car is fucking dope. This car is really fun to drive.
Yeah.
I think that was it for this session. Damn, that was so much fun. Holy fuck. I might actually just hop on over on Minted after this. Maybe not. I'm not too sure. I definitely need something to eat, I think. But, yeah, that was awesome.
I might play it.
What's up, dude?
I might go sleep.
Chaser looks cool. Yeah, it's a nice chaser. You're gonna go to sleep? All good, man. I just got out of bed anyway. I'll join you. All right, Nathan. Sounds good. I gotta switch seats here. Exit widescreen. Holy sweet ballsack, dude. It's a rare option that looks dope. No digital dash. Yeah. What a race. There's so much shit from that race I got a fucking clip, dude, because that was all just fire. I actually drove like a fucking dude. I guess it was because I was actually focused on driving and not watching the chat too much. That was awesome. Good fucking times. Yeah. 3-hour stream. Pretty dope stream, I'm not gonna lie. Boys, thank you for watching. I'm gonna hop off. A little bit of Greystone, a little bit of Assetto. Y'all already know what it is. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good, Wes. How you doing? What's going on with you? You know what? It'd be kind of fun as shit to hop on GTA as well. I gotta do like a proper meet at some point soon. That'd be really fun to do. Who the fuck is on Hyperform? Oh, it's empty. Damn it. Am I smelling like shit right now? Yeah, a little bit. Damn. Been sweating hard driving these cars. My hands get so fucking yucky when I drive for too long. 40-minute drive? What would be fun? I have to replay if needed later? Yeah, I gotta save that fucking replay. That was really something, man. taping doors. Oh, like, yeah, no, I know, dude. It's a really cool game. You know what, West? You know what? That's what I feel like doing. I think I'm gonna boot up CarX straight on my laptop, and I'm just gonna fucking sit and chill, dude. And if you're here too, then we could just fucking play, dude. Cause I gotta go through all the fucking bullshit again and start all over. I could also just wait with doing that until I'm actually at work, because then I can just do that anyway. So that might be better. Right, media. Yeah, I gotta keep this replay. I did so much crazy shit on this replay, dude. I'm keeping it. Work, right. But yeah. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. You don't work tomorrow? Perfect. I work tomorrow. and the evening after tomorrow evening. So Thursday evening and Friday evening. And I'm gonna be playing CarX all night or something. Maybe watch a movie or whatever, but we'll see. I can't believe I get to do that. And then just fucking do that too. It's a big cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, boys, thank you for watching. This was a pretty cool stream. You guys are awesome. Peace, love, and harmony, man. I'm out.